Let's listen to the message of the American Muslims, to the whole Muslim world, and to Donald Trump.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So I've never seen anything like this on social media. Everyone is talking about Donald Trump winning the presidential election. You know, people are scared, they're shocked, they're mad. They don't know what to do, they don't know what to tell their children. Now, when it comes to the important question, what do I tell my children about Donald Trump being our president? Telling them about Donald Trump would be a piece of cake. It would be easy, it'd be nothing. Telling your kids about Allah, telling them about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, telling them about Islam. Islam is as-sirat al-mustaqim. It is the straight path. Allah tells us in the Quran, it may be that you hate a thing that is good for you and that you love a thing that is bad for you. Allah knows, but you do not know. Maybe this is good for us. A calamity that makes you turn to Allah is better than a blessing that makes you turn away from Allah. Allah tells us in the Quran, and certainly we shall test you with something of fear, hunger, loss of wealth, lives, and fruits, but give glad tidings to the patient ones. So this world is not meant to be an ongoing party. We're going to be tested, and we need to be patient. But one thing that is unique to Muslims and Islam is that we have the answer book to this test. How many of us take this for granted? Wallahi, I spent years of my life searching for answers, and it was terrible living without Allah's guidance. So let's not take this for granted, and let us realize that Allah's guidance is the best blessing in this dunya. Not only do we have answers, but we have the correct answers, the best answers from the one that created us, the all-knowing, Allah, the creator, sustainer, and manager of all that exists. So we know we will be tested, and we know where to find the answers to these tests. It's in the Quran and Sunnah. That's how you win at life, is you make it to paradise. May Allah guide us.
Our enemies can never destroy us. We can only destroy ourselves if we allow fear and hate to turn us against each other. I really believe it is a sad day that someone like Trump was elected as president of these United States. However, we must pull together. We must stand strong and proud.
Yeah, we need to stand in solidarity with Muslim people who are being targeted by Donald Trump.
Yes, in solidarity, yes.
Actually. Yeah, we need to, actually. You know what we should do? We should stand as one. If they start registering Muslims in America, we all register as Muslims.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity for meaningful action. Declare it here loud and proud, Jordan. Say it. I am a Muslim.
Recognize that God never takes, He only gives. And while this may appear to be a tremendous challenge for our community, I believe in reality it is a tremendous opportunity. The hatred that many people harbor has become apparent and clear. Donald Trump has said some of the craziest things. He's threatened to ban Muslims. He's threatened to engage in mass deportations. We will work together to make sure none of his crazy fascist dictatorial ideas become a reality. And now is our time to shine by holding Trump accountable and working to protect all people in America and hopefully in the world.
Alhamdulillah. But in the short amount of time, the one thing that I really want to hit home and make a point on is that what led me to Islam was Allah, of course. But Allah sends these signs to people. And my sign was actually seeing a Muslim make one good decision in their life, right? They decided that what they were doing wasn't completely right, and they decided to follow what was right. And that got me interested in Islam. It wasn't the pamphlets at da'wah tables. Alhamdulillah, those are good. It was the actions of a Muslim. It was the action of being Muslim that I think far too many of us seem to underestimate the power of it. Because there's no ayah of Quran that says, just wait for the miracles to come and then people will become Muslim. No. Allah says in the Quran, وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ. Who's better in speech than the one who calls to Allah? وَعَمِلَ الصَّالِحًا. And who does the pious actions? وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. And says that I am among the Muslims. It doesn't say وَقَالَ لِنَفْسِهِ. It says to himself that I'm Muslim. He says, no, وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. That I am definitely a Muslim. People don't know what Islam is, they haven't seen it. And they need to see it to become Muslim. That's what I needed. Because there's many people around the world, many people that I know that have similar situations to me. That they have that idea, I believe in God, don't really follow a religion in particular. They're near that path, they're walking around that path. And sometimes giving them directions isn't the only way to get to it. Sometimes you have to see someone walking along that path to find your way. And we're all walking that path together.
We have the greatest religion in the world. We have the greatest religion, period. We have the best gift we can be given in this life. Why are we afraid to be Muslims? Why are we afraid to pray in public? Why are we afraid to tell our neighbors? We have nothing to be ashamed of. It was not dawah that led me to Islam. It was not the Quran that led me to Islam. It was seeing men who were living in the absolute worst conditions imaginable, who could still get up and smile each day, as long as they had their deen. That is what led me to Islam. When you see people who are living Islam the way that it is designed and meant to be lived, you will want to be a Muslim. You will gravitate towards it. You will go to it more than money. You will love it.